Welcome to the fan carpet. I am joined by the amazing Sadé, who directed the film, Ponyboi, and, well, co-directed with the amazing River Gallo. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Your film, I have to say, is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
It is inspiring, it's uplifting, it's a film about love. I mean, you wrote this film, didn't you?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind the film.
So a lot of it had to do with my experiences growing up being intersex to Salvadoran immigrant parents and kind of like the traumas that surrounded that. But you know, I've always tried to think of how art can be contradictory and how art can be, you know, show the opposite of what normally is seen in the media landscape. And so I really wanted to make a story that showed an intersex person that, though they were struggling with their identity, also dreamed of finding a way out of it and a way and have the hope to kind of do the work to become the best version of themselves.
That is incredible, and it really comes across in the film as well. You know, our viewers who don't know what intersex means, how would you describe that?
Sure. So intersex is an umbrella term used to describe people born with bodies that don't typically fit the definitions of male or female. So it's like if women are here, men are here, there's a spectrum in the middle of bodies naturally being born differently, whether it's in their hormones, their genitals, their genetics. There's a wide spectrum of different variations that can make one intersex. And we're as common as it is to have red hair. Well, maybe not in Ireland, but like... But yeah, so we're pretty common. 1 in 50 babies is intersex.
That's incredible. I did not know that.
Yeah, and so, but doctors, what they do is they don't, there's a lot of shame and stigma about being intersex, and so doctors operate on children and infants at a very young age to try to repair their genitals to make them look like what you typically see in a man or a woman.
And who makes that choice?
The doctors and parents. And so what intersex rights activists are fighting for is for us to have autonomy of our own bodies and be able to make the decisions to delay surgery, and if we want to have any kind of cosmetic surgery, because a lot of these surgeries are cosmetic and for aesthetic reasons, not actually medically necessary. So if we want to have those surgeries, to let us have the choice later in life and not, you know, just slice us up as soon as we're born.
Absolutely. And is that something that you're fighting for and advocating for?
Yes, yes.
And how did you get involved in co-directing this film?
Sure. So River and I went to our university together for a master's at USC. That's where we met and became fast friends and best friends. And so basically, River and I had worked on a number of projects before, directing, producing each other's work. So when River approached me about co-directing and producing his thesis, without hesitation, I said yes. Obviously, River has written and was acting and starring in it, and he, because he trusted me creatively, just obviously wanted some extra help in the directing realm, because it can be very hard, of course, to act and direct. So I was there, I just became on board to support him, to be an ally, and I'm so grateful that he chose me to help and trusted me with his amazing work. So,
well, it shows on camera, it looks incredible. How did you get Emma Thompson and Stephen Fry involved? I mean, wow.
So it's a crazy story that actually involves the Royal College of Arts. So last year, our good friend and artist Ella Zora invited myself and my executive producer, Seven Graham, to a virtual panel here being held at the RCA, but we Skyped in, and they were talking, Stephen Fry was there also virtually, talking about his book Mythos, which explores intersex deities in Roman and Greek mythology. So he already had this academic interest and humanitarian interest in intersex people and rights. And so we all Skyped in, we had this beautiful debate, and when we left, Stephen gave us his contact information, and then we got lunch, and then he agreed to be our executive producer because he loved the film so much. And then he asked Emma Thompson for her support, and then she came aboard as well the next day.
That is incredible. That never happens.
That never happens.
I mean, that is absolutely unreal, but amazing. What else would you say about the film, about the journey? I mean, you acted, wrote, and co-directed. I mean, that must have been quite difficult, actually. It was great to have an extra set of eyes to watch you when you were on camera, but what sort of process did you go through?
One of a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, we all experience that when filmmaking.
Right. But you know, it was a very special journey, and one that's still happening. You know, I still dealing with, and it's still hard to show the film. It still, you know, provokes a lot of like emotions in me every time I watch it. It's still, you know, the trauma is still very there and real. And so,
how many people have seen it so far?
So we premiered in Australia, in LA. This is going to be in the UK, and then we go back to New York. So in total, I don't know, maybe a few thousand, I guess, or maybe I don't know. And
is it my understanding that this short film is a proof of concept for the feature?
Yes, it is. So we're turning this into a full length.
And have obviously Emma Thompson and Stephen Fry have seen this.
Yes, they have. They love it.
So are they on board for the feature?
We don't know. Still question mark.
You have to be. You have to be. They'd be crazy not to be. Right. It's just such a beautiful film, and I can't express to you how someone who doesn't know a lot about the subject, it really resonated with me. And
really?
it was just so touching, because I think you had the perfect balance of vulnerability, yet you're rooting. Would you say for her the entire way? Like, do you class yourself as a
her?
No, yes,
or
you would
him,
say
him. I was like, her? Gender? What is it?
Yes, I know. It's so difficult to talk about because we don't know. We don't want to offend, and we don't want to say the wrong thing. And you don't.
Right.
So,
but you know what? It's always, you could always ask. You could ask anybody at any time. You could stop a conversation as soon as you meet someone. Hi, how are you? My name is this. What pronouns do you use? You could just start off the top. We don't have to have any shame about it because,
the way you would prefer to it.
Oh yeah, because you know, there is no shame in asking, because it is a very new thing. I get my friends' pronoun. I just got my own pronouns wrong right now. But you know what I mean? It's just like we don't. It's not that serious, though. It is very serious. Like we also, like, you know, we don't.
You don't take yourselves too seriously.
Right. We don't have to, you know, because it's hard to change language. You know?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult to know the right thing to say. And I think being open about it, then it helps people, you know, explore the subject matter, which is so important. Do you dress like this every day? Do you have a stylist?
Always fabulous.
This I actually bought in London.
You did?
I did buy it. I just was wandering around Soho, and I popped in. I was like, oh, that's it.
That's the one.
He always looks this fabulous.
And, I love that about you. I can tell, actually. I can. But going back to the film, the white Mustang.
Yes.
That represents so much in the film, doesn't it? And this man that she meets on Valentine's Day that she's dreamt about, like how
he.
Sorry. Yes.
It's okay.
See, I did it again.
See, moving on.
Yes. So, I mean, how autobiographical was this film? I mean, did it?
You know, I would say very, but also, you know, my work is a lot in like symbolism and poetry, so I kind of try to find allegories for things. So I know the reason why the Mustang is there and how personally that relates to me. Just like, I don't know, the symbol of the horse and just kind of like, you know, that sense of freedom.
And the magic 8 ball.
Yeah, and it's also like, you know, the kind of Americana, you know, as a, you know, Latinx person that, you know, dream that you wish, you know, you were more American or more like, you know, follow the American dream, be the character that achieves the American dream, which oftentimes isn't a person of color. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. This film was based in New Jersey. Was it shot in New Jersey?
Yes.
And LA.
Yeah.
And LA.
Newport Beach. It was bi-coastal.
Yeah.
And what are you allowed to say how much it was made for and how long the shoot was?
Sure. The budget was around $60,000, and it was about a 10-day shoot.
Which is nothing, is it? Yeah.
No. Well, for a student film, it was
this was your actual student film.
This is homework. Yes, this is my homework assignment for me to graduate university.
I have a feeling you're going to do pretty well.
I hope so. Yeah.
That is absolutely unbelievable. I wish you so much success with this film, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again today.
Thank you so much.
All the best. Thank you. Okay, thank you, River.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.